excuse my face, I've literally just got out of the shower. But, like, I just finally posted on Instagram, like, about my son's dad. So FYI, if you don't follow me on Instagram, don't blame you. Mo Gilligan is his dad. Very much in quotation marks. And I've kept that, you know, 9 very long months of being pregnant on my own, bringing up my son on my own, you know, literally pretty much ignored his existence for, like, the vast majority of, like, the first year of his life. Barely bothers with him now. And, like, probably using my fingers and toes to count how many times he's even fucking met him, you know. I kept thinking, no, it will get better. It has to get better. Like, Rudy, my son, is so unbelievable. Like, he's the most amazing little child. I know all mums can say that with their kid, but, like, he really is. Like, he's such a fucking joy. You're gonna have to excuse me. I can't even tell you. And I just kept thinking that will be enough. And I completely get you can't make someone be a dad. And he made it also very clear that he didn't want to be a dad. Then seemed to kind of change his mind. But you know, what's ironic is what I found out today is in the same way that I found out that he had a new girlfriend when I was 12 weeks pregnant, which was just by me. You know, when you just have a fucking feeling. You know when you just have a feeling? I don't even know what it was. And I swear to God, I do not check on his current partner, nothing. Like, I don't. Like, I just find it upsetting. I don't want to see anything to do with anything. But yeah, when I was 12 weeks pregnant, I googled him and saw that he'd gone to Wimbledon with this girl. And then he got his solicitor involved because I sent her a very polite message saying, by the way, don't know what's going on with you guys, but thought you might want to know that I'm pregnant with this kid. And I just got blocked. So that was that. Set a solicitor on me, used this solicitor to stress me out throughout my pregnancy. Glorious. I even had to do a DNA test, you know, if that wasn't humiliating, enough, you know, like, it's your kid. Like, I'm not telling you for the shits and giggles, do you know what I mean? Like, you really think I'd make it up that you impregnated me? It's not a flex. And yeah, today, again, from just randomly Googling, find out she's, like, proper gone with his kid. Like, could you not even just look after the one you've got properly? Like, try and parent the one that you already have. Like, try and be a dad before you have another one. Like, he's 18 months old. This is not, like, years down the line, do you know what I mean? Like, he's 18 months old. He's not even fucking 2. And he will have a new kid before he's even 2. And he doesn't even know who you are. Like, are you not, like, what? How do people like this sleep at night? And then he's on telly and doing fucking podcasts, whatever the fuck he's doing, acting like he's nice, you know, everyone, like, the nice guy. It's like, you are a piece of shit. Like, you're a categoric piece of shit. If your own kid doesn't know who you are, like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why would you think, do you know what it is a really good time for? Have another one. Like, my kid's gonna find out about that one day. Probably not that long, you know what I mean? Like, he's already, like, you know, cottoning on stuff in life, like, and he's gonna have to ask me one day, like, why did he do that? And I'm not gonna have an answer because I don't understand. And I don't want to understand because my mind doesn't work like that, because I'm not fucked in the head. Like, I love my son endlessly. I would do anything for him. And, like, you can't even just look, like, you've never acknowledged that he ever exists. You won't even take him out in public. Or if you do, on those few times that you do, that man's got a big fucking hat on and sunglasses, trust me. Like, as if he's ashamed of, like, what is, like, the most beautiful little person ever. Like, you should be celebrating him like I do, like my family does. And the timing is so interesting because his mum, who used to check in sometimes, you know, and I always thought that's nice, you know, completely appreciate, like, things between me and her son aren't great. I don't really have an issue with that. But it's like that she would check in and ask how her grandson was doing. You know, lovely, great, would never stop that. And also, FYI, I'd never stopped contact. I'd never done anything like that with Mo. And then everything stopped in like March, which I now see is when the other one announced her pregnancy. So yeah, like, whole family whole family just erasing my kid. I'm never going to raise him. He's here. He's unbelievable. He's the funniest little kid. Makes me so proud every single day. So yeah, fuck you, Mo Gilligan. And props to all the other single mums, especially the full-time single mums working out there. Because yeah, I have. If you're thinking I'm getting loads of money, I'm not. Just trying to make it through with their kids. Like, props to all of us. And if you are another deadbeat piece of shit, like, I don't know how you sleep at night. I really don't.
Yo, Jay the comedian, or what we saying back for another video on the word media hub, spoken word media TV, whatever you want to call it. Sometimes I don't even know my own name. It's a morning, so that's why you see me in pajamas and a do-rag. Yeah, due to get my hair done, and because I've got to look good and sweet for my parents' 25th wedding anniversary tomorrow. I don't know why I keep reminding you guys it. I don't know, but do you know what I'm saying? 25th wedding anniversary, 2 children, in a loving marriage, a very big contrast to what you saw in that very revealing video concerning a certain Mo Gilligan, the comedian. Yeah, so this is Jay the comedian, this is Mo Gilligan, Mo Gilligan. Who's a comedian, and this is Jay the comedian. This is not a soft-pointed name. His name was given to me, so you know what I'm saying. But let's talk about it. So, excuse me if my voice goes a bit groggy. We're gonna get into some things. I'm gonna get into some comments in the video as well. We're gonna look at some comments as well on what we saw. So the reaction to that Shade Borough post. So as you can see, this lady has come out and has basically really gone at Mo Gilligan, saying that he's not in his 18-month-old son's life. He's a piece of s. How does he sleep at night? And you see, the thing is, I've always I agree with you see with the whole it's messy, isn't it? It's messy. This whole thing is actually messy. I agree with her. To me, if you're a guy, I agree with. So let me get into it. But I'll start saying I agree with that. If you're a guy and you do have a child, I've always questioned how you do sleep at night, knowing that you have a child on this earth, that you don't acknowledge or take care of. I don't understand that personally. To me, I feel guilty. But then, do you know what I'm saying? I don't know their situation like that. He's not. I don't think he's. I think he turned off the comments of his own his own Instagram. He turned off the comments apparently because I checked his comments and it's got gone off. I was like, oh my god. But you see what I'm saying, bro? Never trust a guy in shades, bro. Sunglasses. Or like he's ashamed. Yeah, especially them bald people in sunglasses. Never trust them in it, bro. But he ain't. But you know what I mean, bro? Shade. Don't wanna get caught slipping. But you see, it's a tragedy, you know. So she's saying that look, I don't think she said that she sent her solicitors. She sent a message to them. She didn't specify who blocked her. I'm assuming that the girlfriend or him or both, and she got blocked or something like that. I don't. That's just. I'm not laughing at that happened. 'Cause that's awful. But it's just I'm just laughing on the fact that wow, is it that it's mad, isn't it? Like this is what these are the this sounds like. What is this? What is this, man? Is this like a I don't know, man. Was it after she got blocked she decided to go to social media to do this? Because obviously people gonna have their opinions. For me though, the only thing I would question, and again, it's hard for me to comment too much because obviously she said what she said. She's obviously gonna be a bit emotional. When I'm saying a bit emotional, I'm not saying that she's not telling the truth, by the way. I'm just saying that she's going rightly so. You're gonna be emotional. Yeah, this is your child, so this is personal to you. This is your life. This is like very serious. This is you got a child. You got to take care of now for the rest of your life. And the person you co-created with, you're saying is not taking care of it. So you're gonna be really upset. So I of course understand that. He's not responded. Now I don't know the full details of how the entanglement happened. But she said, oh, he made it clear that he didn't want to become he didn't want to be a father, but then again he changed his mind or something. So for me, this is my opinion, right? And I know some people aren't gonna like this. What I'm asking, and this is not forget her for a second. This generally, I'm talking about her, but also in the other women in general. If the moment you hear a guy, to me, is that a red flag? Isn't that a red flag to you? Like that just sounds like a game of. It sounds like you're playing with fire, though. Why would you, yeah, still go through with the acts, yeah, or have an unprotected sex with someone that said they don't want to be a father, and then kind of like change their mind? Now, maybe I've got that wrong, but I've never understood because to me, you're taking so much risk, bro. Like you're taking risk of carrying. You're taking the risk of end up in a situation like that. Like for me, you're meant to be thinking in terms of because surely it's a biological imperative. It's from a survival instinct back to the caveman times, right? So you want to make sure that the person that you're co-creating with is gonna be present. So you can't have someone that sounds flaky because from what she's saying, he sounds flaky. Now I don't know if it was a case of when you said you doesn't be a father, is this after you got pregnant initially and you told him? And then you thinking, well, if you don't, I want to abort it, but then change his mind and I'll keep it. Or was it a case of he said that in before, prior to you being pregnant, and when you were just like fumbling around, just like fooling around, and then you just like, do you know what I'm trying to say? It like, what is it? That's my question. That's my honest question. If you guys get what I'm saying, and please like the video. Please like give this video a like. I want it pushed out. I did wait a few days. I didn't do it initially straight away when it first came out. I did release a video the other day. Go and check that out already if you haven't already about me being robbed in the space of 2 hours. Yeah, but I appreciate if you go and watch that as well. But I did that first because it was fresh on my mind, and I wanted to go back to this, and I was unsure, but I was like, you know what? Let me do a video on it. It's still relatively new, so I thought, yeah, why not? But anyway, back to what was said on that video we saw at the beginning, and it's like she's now said that she's googled him. Like I don't know, that sounded a bit weird to me. So it's like you never think that sounds like something that people that got no access to him in the public would do. Google him. You googled him. Maybe you don't have contact with him anymore. Maybe you're blocked, so you have to Google him or something. Whatever it was, and then you find out she's being a father. He's got another girlfriend now, and he's having a baby with her. And you know what? Some men do things like this. I don't agree with it, and I think it's wrong. Some men do this where they kind of selective who they want to be a father to, so that they're not like a consistent. You never think that they're talking about the same person, bro. They're like two different. There's like two different people in one. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you're playing two different sides. Like, because some men do this thing where they literally got their girlfriend or their wife or whatever, and they got a child or children with that person. They take care of them, but there was one that they didn't really. In their head, they're probably thinking, well, the one that they had a kid with, they were never in a serious thing with. They didn't like them as much as this person that they're with, or they didn't. They weren't. It wasn't really meant to be. Their intention was for it to be like a bit of fun, and they didn't want a whole human being life created with them. So in their head, they feel like, well, why do I have to now? Why are you causing? Why are you? In their head, they would rather forget. I don't know what it is, man. Sometimes I don't agree with it, but in their mind, I'm just trying to think of the mindset, or sometimes what it could be. It could be a case of in their head, they're thinking, oh, when they now see that kid, they got to be reminded of that person, that girl that they don't want, they don't like, or that they can't stand. Do you know what I'm saying? And that shouldn't be a case, but sometimes guys do that sometimes. But with this in their head, they're probably thinking, if I'm gonna have children, I would rather be in a loving family unit, and that's take care. And again, that is, even though they're doing right on this angle, they're wrong on the other angle, because if you wherever the situation is, if you have the kids, you're supposed to take care of them, because that's what you're supposed to do. That's what all animals do. All creatures do that. They're meant to take care of their offspring. So I'm not saying it. She's saying that you can't force someone to be a dad. So, but what I never understood about some women though, in cases like that though, is you know they're meant to, oh, you can't force someone to be a dad, but it's not optimal to have a child I'm not talking about specifically to her. I'm talking about the situation. Like, you know, this idea that for me, if a woman likes a guy and doesn't like her that much, and then you're not. By the way, you're not pregnant yet. That's not you're not. They're not being conceived yet, or and you're still about to kind of get on. You get any inkling that if they were to be a dad, they're not gonna stay. Don't. Why do they take the gamble sometimes? And again, I'm not talking about her personally because I don't really know. I haven't heard Mo Gilligan what he said about it. I'm talking about in general. I've never understood why some are prepared to take the gamble though of still potentially getting pregnant by a guy that you're unsure will be here tomorrow. Where it's gonna be a little flash in the pan. I'm here today, gone tomorrow. I never understood that. You're risking yourself. You're risking your child's future as well, and you're just putting yourself at a severe disadvantage and your child. I've always looked at it like that because surely you want to make sure. That's why they say back to also marry before you carry. And I think things like that in society we've gone from that side to the other extreme where it's kind of like a free for all. Everyone just does things in a throwaway moment. For me personally, how I look at it, one of my biggest fears in life was to ever have a, a child or children with women that I don't really, how do I say it? I don't really like that. I have no intention of being having any kind of future with, and they're just scattered somewhere. I don't like it. I just don't like that. I don't like that feeling. Maybe because I come from a household where there's I have a mum and dad in the house, and I'm married, and they're married, and I've seen and I've witnessed this marriage, because even though I'm a bit of a bastard, I can't lie. It's good. It's okay. I was at my parents' wedding when I was two in 2000, innit? So I know them being married. Even though I was conceived before then, they were actually still together, dude. Yeah, they were actually together, and they've been married for 25 years. And so I've got an anecdotal um, witness experience of marriage. So maybe in my head I feel like, well, that's probably, I understand, and a lot of people would understand this. That is typically, on paper, the most optimal circumstances you can be in for a child to develop and grow up. Yeah, assuming that there's not the marriage is not turbulent. Do you know what I'm saying? So for me, I don't like the idea that I've got a girl pregnant, she's carrying my baby, or she's okay with, and to me the girl was just any girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me that just I don't like that. That to me that just I have an issue with that personally. If I'm gonna have children, I'm going to be it's gonna be a girl that I genuinely love, and I've got kids, and we're all a family unit. When you're single and you have a different life at the time, do your thing, but I want to avoid all those kind of things. So I think with Mo Gilligan, maybe he needs to be thinking. I'm not defending him, by the way. I'm saying that he needs to be thinking single. She's just any girl that he's trying to do a thing with, just like the next girl, and that was meant to be it. There wasn't meant to be a whole human being and a whole lifetime commitment and blood ties and all that kind of stuff. So with this girl, that's what I'm trying to say. Maybe they say that's what it is, but I'm not saying that it's right, because now whatever your intentions was, unfortunately, but at the same time, you got to take accountability. If you know that, why you not protected sex with the women? Because now it's no longer in your hands. You're creating life and it's irresponsible. Just wear a condom, bro. Wear a condom. Just wear a condom, bro. Yeah. You want to protect against like STDs and pregnancies. Wear a condom. Yeah. Just wear a condom. Just take some kind of precautions, because once that girl was pregnant, it's out of your hands. We should all know this by now. There's no excuses. There's no excuses. 18 months. I think was he 37? I think he's 10 years older than me. So you should know that by now. So 18 months ago, you're probably what, 35? 35? You should know this by now, bro. You're not 16 or 18. Do you know what I'm saying? So you should know these kind of things by now, bro. It's not really good enough, innit? But I hope it all works out. But let's get into the comment section now. Some of the comments like on the situation with Mo Gilligan. So this is Shade Borough's Instagram page of the lady that is claiming that Mo Gilligan is a deadbeat dad. So obviously it's got Mo Gilligan, hashtag Mo Gilligan has been blasted by a woman who claims he abandoned their 18-month-old son. According to the woman, the comedian who was spotted with a mystery woman at Wimbledon earlier this month is now said to be a father again. So my name is China. Shout out. I said it before and I'll say it again. Mandem need to exercise sexual discipline. I don't feel sorry for no man who gets these women pregnant. Nobody forced you to shoot up the club. Oh my god. Um, I knew this meme would appear. I'm Dr. Umar and I don't approve this message. Um, this guy King Richards says, official says, male contraceptive is out soon. At this point, men need to be especially careful dealing with women. Most times you need to stay away from most of them because the interaction will cause you problems in one way or another down the line. It's not worth it, especially if you've got some level of success or fame. It's bait now. Him saying, you know what? To be fair, him saying it's bait now is actually facts. So it's like, and in a sense that there's too much situations where guys of this level of status or fame have somehow ended up, impregnating a woman, and there's an issue later down the line. Um, I'm not even talking about whether it's the man or the woman's fault. It's just a case that it just seems that they're in that predicament where that it's not even like a respectful thing. It's actually a turbulent issue. Why is why is it that you don't let's assume it's true. Why is it that the guy doesn't want to be part of the life, and why are you not even together with this girl or lady? Why are you not a loving family? Why is it that you just seem to be like it's not like it was like a one-off night thing, a casual thing, and then you got a whole human being? Like there's too many examples that have come before you. See, this is the point with history. Yeah, in history, the whole point of history, yeah, is to learn from history. It's not just about reciting interesting facts from years ago or yesteryear. It's about learning from it. Problem is, none of us do. Coach Debs.spa. Um, just treat him like he was a sperm donor and keep it moving, and make sure your son has access to positive male role models, brothers, uncles, etc. Men, stop having kids with randoms. Yeah, facts. Someone's got bumbuckler. It's always a bunny. Oh my god! Every time a black man gets involved with white women, we get comments of to do with the woman. I never had no down for dating white women. I'm more shocked at that, to be honest. Let's see the replies. You'd think all them skits calling his Julie was an accident in a Cockney voice. Um, if you just, this lady says, if you don't want a child, sir, wrap it up, 100%. This lady says, oh, sorry, what's going on there? Sorry about that. It's wild how quickly people forget that a child is not a consequence. They are a human being who still deserves to be loved, supported, and raised by both parents, regardless of who wanted them. This mother didn't get pregnant alone. She's been showing up every day for her baby, and instead of praising her resilience, people are more concerned with protecting the ego of a man who abandoned his own child. That baby didn't ask to be here, and he certainly didn't ask to be left behind. Blaming the mother while absolving the absent father is exactly why so many women stay silent. You're strong, brave, and doing the job of two, and your child will grow up knowing who truly showed up. Yeah, there's some truth in this, from what that lady said. What's going on? I will never understand people coming online unprovoked to tell strangers their private business. The thing with that though is that yeah, it's like one of them ones where if someone that famous, sometimes the person feels that the only way that they're gonna pay attention is if they get exposed. Because sometimes it could be a case that they're talking to them privately and they're not listening, so they have to come and do this thing. Sometimes they feel like that. I'm not saying it's right all the time, but I'm just saying that that could be a reason why. Sometimes it is it's not always coming. Maybe it's not always coming from a sinister place. Sometimes. Someone's got men in this comment section defending Mo better not be the same men who get down to it and say, but it feels better without a condom. I mean, two things can be true at the same time. But in the point of, yeah, them saying that doesn't disprove the fact that, yeah, it doesn't mean that's not the truth. But I mean, I hear what she's saying though. Don't want to have a baby, don't have unprotected sex. You know, especially with people that you're not really in loving committed relationships with. Do you know what I'm saying? Controversial take, but can I ask why black men have zero sexual discipline and seems to enjoy creating single parent households? What? Seriously, it needs to be examined because it's an actual epidemic at this point. See, when you come on these things and you say these things, bro, you just give bad stereotypes. This guy says people will say that posting this, doing so, but deadbeats do indeed deserves the shaming. 30 plus, you should have already outgrown the risk of having a child with somebody you don't want to co-parent with. That's enough. I think that's enough for now. So, and then guys, there you had the comment section. Please like the video and subscribe and leave your comments and thoughts in the comment section down below.